The biggest mistake new leaders make is trying to be liked before they've earned respect. Those are not the same thing. Of course, you want good relationships at work. You want people to trust you. You want the team to feel comfortable with you. That's all important. But if you make being liked your first goal, you can start making weak leadership choices before you even realize it. You avoid hard conversations. You soften standards. You over-explain your decisions. You try to keep everyone happy. You delay changes that need to be made because you don't want to create tension. That may feel like relationship building in the moment. It usually creates confusion. Your first 90 days as a leader are extremely important because people are watching your patterns. They're watching what you tolerate, what you reward, how you listen, how you communicate, how you handle pressure, and whether your words match your behavior. Respect is not earned by title. It's earned by behavior. Today, I want to walk through 7 practical ways to earn respect as a new leader without trying to become someone you are not. I'm Barry Moline. I spent 29 years as a CEO and 34 years in association leadership, and I share practical lessons on leadership, teamwork, and influence to help you accelerate your own career journey. I'm also a licensed trainer in influence and persuasion with the Cialdini Institute. Welcome to the Leadership Career Accelerator, where we help aspiring leaders like you build executive presence, influence with impact, and get recognized and promoted. I am longtime CEO, Barry Moline. One thing I've learned over and over is this: people may acknowledge your title on day one, but they decide whether to respect your leadership by watching how you behave. That's the work. A title gives you authority. Your behavior determines whether people trust your authority. So let's start with the most important thing a new leader can do early. The first way to earn respect as a new leader is to listen more than you talk in the first 30 days. New leaders often feel pressure to prove themselves immediately. They want to show that they belong in the role. They want to demonstrate confidence. They want people to know they have ideas. So they talk too much, announce changes too quickly, and try to improve their value before they understand the situation they've stepped into. That's a mistake. When you're new, your first job is not to impress people with how much you know. Your first job is to learn what you don't know yet. Schedule one-on-one conversations with your team members. Ask what's working. Ask what's not working. Ask what the team has been trying to fix for a long time. Ask what they wish leadership understood. Ask where they see opportunities you may not see yet. Then, listen. Don't defend. Don't interrupt. Don't turn every answer into a speech. Just listen. People respect leaders who take the time to understand before they start making decisions. That doesn't mean you wait forever to act. It means you earn the right to act wisely. So that's the first move. Before you try to prove yourself, understand the team. Listen first. Learn the history. Notice the patterns. Because once people believe you're actually trying to understand them, they're much more willing to listen when you start setting direction. And that brings us to the second way to earn respect. The second way to earn respect as a new leader is to set clear standards and hold to them consistently. Respect follows consistency, not perfection. Your team is watching to see whether your standards are real or just something you said in the first staff meeting. If you say deadlines matter, but you let missed deadlines slide, people notice. If you say communication matters, but you allow people to withhold information, people notice. If you say accountability matters, but you avoid holding someone accountable because it's uncomfortable, people notice. Your standards teach the team what you actually mean. So be clear early. What does good communication look like? What does preparation look like? What does ownership look like? What does follow-through look like? What does professional behavior look like to this team? Then hold the line calmly, fairly, and consistently. That's important because inconsistency creates politics. People start wondering who gets exceptions, who gets promoted, and whether the rules apply equally. Consistent standards create safety because people know what to expect. They may not love every decision you make, but they will respect a standard they can see and understand. The third way to earn respect as a new leader is to show competence without arrogance. Your team wants to know you can lead. They want to know you understand the work. They want to know you can make decisions. They want to know you can handle pressure. They want to know you won't be overwhelmed by the role, but they don't want to feel small around you. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. Confidence says, I can help us move forward. Arrogance says, I already have all the answers. New leaders sometimes confuse the two. They think they have to sound certain all the time. They think admitting what they don't know will weaken them. It usually does the opposite. You earn respect faster when you bring your experience to the table and still stay open. You can say, here's how I've seen this work before, but I want to understand how it works here. You can say, I have a point of view, but I want to hear what I may be missing. You can say, I don't know the answer yet, but we'll find out. That combination is powerful. Competence gives people confidence in your leadership. Humility makes them want to work with you. Now we've covered 3 early credibility builders. Listen before you lead too aggressively, set clear standards and hold them consistently, and show competence without making people feel small. That gives people a reason to trust your leadership. But trust grows faster when people see real improvement. So the next step is to solve something that actually matters to the team. The fourth way to earn respect as a new leader is to create a visible win in your first 30 days. Not a fake win, not a symbolic announcement, a real improvement the team can feel. Find something your team has been frustrated about for a long time and fix it. Maybe it's an inefficient process. Maybe it's a recurring bottleneck. Maybe it's an unnecessary meeting that wastes everyone's time. Maybe it's a communication breakdown between departments. Maybe it's just a simple decision that has been sitting unresolved for months. Pick something meaningful and move it forward. That early win tells the team something important. It tells them you're not just there to talk. You're there to remove obstacles. You're there to make the work better. You're there to help the team succeed. That creates credibility faster than a dozen speeches about your leadership philosophy. People respect leaders who make things better, especially when they make things better quickly. The fifth way to earn respect as a new leader is to be direct, even when it's uncomfortable. New leaders often try to please everyone first. That's understandable. You want goodwill. You don't want to come in too strong. You don't want people to think you're difficult. But avoiding hard conversations early can create bigger problems later. If something doesn't meet the standard, address it calmly, privately, and clearly. Directness is not harshness. You're treating the other person like a professional who can handle the truth and improve from it. The key is your tone. You don't need to attack. You don't need to embarrass. You don't need to make it personal. You can say, I want to talk to you about this because it affects the team and I want us to get it right. Then explain what you're seeing, why it matters, and what needs to change. That kind of directness builds respect because people know where they stand with you. And high performers especially appreciate it. They don't want a leader who avoids reality. They want a leader who deals with it. So far, we've built the core of early leadership respect. Listen well, set standards, bring competence with humility, create a visible win, be direct when the moment calls for it. That's a strong start. Now we get to the moments that really define how people see you. Because respect is not only built when things are going well, it's often built when something goes wrong. The sixth way to earn respect as a new leader is to protect your team when it matters. Your team is watching what you do when there's pressure from above. They're watching what you say when they are not in the room. They're watching whether you pass blame downward or take responsibility upward. They're watching whether you fight for the resources they need. This is where loyalty is built. Protecting your team doesn't mean excusing poor performance. It doesn't mean hiding problems. It doesn't mean pretending mistakes don't happen. It means you don't throw your people under the bus to protect yourself. If the team missed something, own your role as the leader. If someone made a mistake, handle the correction directly and privately. If the team needs resources, advocate for them. If someone outside the team criticizes unfairly, provide contexts. People remember those moments. They remember whether you stood up for them. They remember whether you were fair. They remember whether you had their back when it really counted. That kind of respect can't be demanded. It has to be earned. The seventh way to earn respect as a new leader is to keep every commitment you make. That sounds simple. It's not. New leaders often make too many promises because they want to be helpful. They say, "I'll look into that." They say, "I'll get back to you." They say, "I'll raise that issue." They say, "I'll take care of it." Then the job gets busy, meetings pile up, priorities shift, and the follow-through disappears. Your team notices. Small broken commitments create big credibility problems. If you say you'll do something, do it. If you can't do it, say so quickly. If plans change, communicate. If you don't know yet, tell people when they'll hear from you. You don't build trust through big speeches or major decisions. You build it through repeated proof that your word means something. That's especially important as a new leader, because early on, people are still deciding what to believe about you. Every commitment is evidence. Respect is earned through consistent behavior, not one speech, not one meeting, not one strong first impression. It's earned in the way you listen, the standards you set, the humility you show, the problems you solve, the conversations you're willing to have, the way you protect your team, and the commitments you keep. That's how new leaders build credibility. And the good news is that none of this requires you to be perfect. It requires you to be intentional. If you're in a new leadership role, don't spend your first 90 days trying to be liked by everyone. Build respect. Listen before you act. Set standards people can trust. Show competence without arrogance. Create one visible win. Be direct when it's uncomfortable. Protect your team when it matters. Keep your commitments. That is the foundation. And if you build that foundation early, everything gets easier. Your team may not agree with every decision you make, and they may not like every standard you set, but they'll know where you stand. They'll know what you expect, and they'll know you're serious. And over time, that's what earns respect. If this was helpful, like this video and subscribe. I share practical leadership strategies to help you become the kind of leader people trust, follow, and want to work with. I'm Barry Moline. I'll see you in the next one.